Well, hello beautiful people. My name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than my normal. I'm not going to sit here and talk to you about stuff today, so I want to do something kind of relaxing. I've been pretty stressed lately, just like with my video schedule and my little business, my little shop and life and everything. So I want to do something kind of relaxing today. So soon I will be doing my declutter series as I do every 3 months, where I go through my collection, clean out some old stuff. But I realize there's a lot of cream products that I just need to like swatch out, and I feel like it would take up too much time in that video to do so. So I'm going to be swatching all my cream products today, and I figured I would just like take you along for the ride with me, guys. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. We can compare colors, formulas, all that stuff. Alright, welcome to my bronzer, contour, setting powder, cream drawer. So this little organizer I have here is full of cream products. I just wanted to swatch them, kind of get a feel for which ones I'm probably going to keep in my declutter soon, just because in that video those are usually pretty long and I didn't want to have to I just decided to separate it. So let's start off with these highlighters now. So we have the Manifest That one from Colourpop. I believe it has the wrong label on these when they first shipped out. They had the wrong label on them. It's kind of a gold. It has a lot of pink in it, but it's just regular champagne gold. Nothing too exciting, I guess. I haven't used that in a really long time. The next up is You're a Catch, which this one has the right label, and I'm going to use the same finger to swatch since I took it off. This one has more of a peachy kind of gold moment to it. Comparatively, I like this one more, I think. This one's a little bit more on the dry side. I think this one's a little more wet and cute. But they are like massive. They're huge highlighters. After that, we have one from the like Candy Floss Cotton Candy collection. This is Candy Floss. It's actually called Candy Floss. This one is super moist. I feel like this one is the wettest of all three of these. I only have 3 of these. And this one's also super pretty and smaller. So this is a pretty good contender for which one I'll keep, even though I like these big clamshells, but they're just too big. This one's way prettier than the rest of them to me. Has slightly a pink hue to it. I think this is my only other highlighter. This is the Steve Laurent Jelly Highlighter in Cotton Candy. I got in a subscription box like at least a year and a half ago. Pinky, very pretty. Usually I'll put this one, if I use it on my face, I'll use it in between my blush and my highlight. It just has a nice warmth to it. But I think that's it for highlighters in here. Oh no, it's not. I have this liquid highlighter from Becca Ignite. I was actually going to wear this on my wedding day, but I couldn't find it. I didn't know it was in this drawer. It was underneath a bunch of stuff, so I didn't see it. But this is like a body lava kind of moment. It's very pink and beautiful. You know, I realized now it probably wasn't the best idea to do the sparkly things first, because now I have sparkles in my hand. But I'm just going to get these over here. I'm just going to get them out of the way since we've already done those. Make a mess. Okay, next up is blushes, since that's the only other like creamy things I have. So we have 3 of the Cheek Dews from Colourpop. This is the new one. I just reviewed the Lush Life palette. This is one that came in the collection and I used it out. This is the Starfruit. It's so much darker. Look at the box. It looks like a peach in a box. It's super dark. We also have Psst, which I wanted to try more of a berry tone just to see how it blended out. And then this is my favorite one, which is Hotline. So let's do the new one. So this is Starfruit. It's more of a peach. It's like more of a orange. It's supposed to be peach. It's more of an orange. This one is Hotline, which is a really pretty blushy tone. And then we have Psst, which I don't remember if I like this one or not. I know it's a lot more intense of a color. So go blending these across. So we have the Toucan one, the Hotline, which is my favorite, and then the Psst, which is the darker one. You can continue to blend these out. Obviously, they're going to blur into each other, but they're all just kind of the same tone. This one was just a lot more intense than I expected it to be. So, not living for it, but I really love the Hotline shade. Like, over foundation, it looks really good. This looks like a mess, I understand. But, all together, the tones blend out really nicely. So, you know, you get a little bit of a flush. You know, I definitely don't think I'm going to keep this newer one just because it's not the color I expected. It kind of disappoints me. This one wants to separate on me, this darker one. Like, it's definitely separating on there. It's not even that old. Technically, this is one of the original ones, and it's still fine. So, something weird about this formula. I don't know if I need 3 of them. I want more of an orangey one. They're really pretty, though. Let's just do the Colourpop blushy thing. So, I have one of these sticks. This is a blush stick. I thought this would be cute, but it doesn't really... It's kind of more of an oily consistency. So, just kind of oily up there. This is the shade Cottage Life. See, it's more of an oil slick, so I feel like it's going to mess up my foundation when I use it, and it kind of does. I use it on my finger and then blot it onto my face on top of my foundation, it doesn't do it, but it's not much payoff. It's kind of a brown, and it's kind of slippery oily, so that one I don't like. Next up, we have some Super Shock blushes. This one is in Chiffon, which is super pretty. It came with a You're So Lovely collection. I came out with that. It is very, very pretty. Has like some reflex of hot pink in there with it mostly being an orangey tone. Very lovely. We have one of these wine collection ones, the Cruel Intentions. This one I thought was very nice. It's more on the matte side for being a Super Shock blush. But you can definitely see the tone definitely matches that collection. It has more of a winey feel. So if you want a cream product that's not super oily, super wet, this one's a great option because it has more of that matte feeling to it. It's kind of slick. And then we have one of the Colourpop Candyland Super Shocks in Gummy More. The Gummy More Blushy Blush. This one has like a little bit of like a highlighter in there too. So when you mix it in, you kind of get both. But there's not much pigmentation to this one. So it gives a little bit of a dewy glow, but honestly, once you set your face with powder, if you set your face with like powder like I do, you kind of lose this underneath because it's not the most pigmented in the world. So this one's not my favorite either. It is more on the matte side compared to the wet Super Shock Chiffon one we just tried. You know why I have so much Colourpop cream stuff and not many other brands cream stuff is because I forget to use cream products so often that I don't want to spend a ton of money on them because like I'll forget to use them most of the time. And I feel like I wasted a lot of money. We have the She Glam Love Cake little blushy thing. This is a disappointing product for me, but the product quality still works really well. That color is super cute. Let me blur that out. So it's kind of just like a pink blushy moment. Very pretty. We have this Milk Makeup. I don't remember when I got this. I think it was in a subscription box. This is a Work Cheek and Lip Stain. I don't know if I've ever used this product before, to be honest. It has more of that slick to it, but blurred out. It would look good on the lips, I think. I have never used it on the lips. I think it's a little odd to be a two-in-one thing, but it has a good color. Very pretty. Last two, we have the Pixie On The Glow blush, which looks like a little baby deodorant. This I don't like because I feel like, one, it messed up just from being inside the cap. And two, I just feel like this is not a convenient product to rub on your face over top of your foundation. It doesn't really seem like an on-the-go product, so that doesn't really make sense to me. The color is very pretty pinky though. But I would definitely apply it like to a brush and then apply it to the face because just rubbing this on top of your foundation feels like it's going to take it off. And then I have the Milani Chef's Cheek Kiss You're a Peach 220 Cream Blush. I only think I used this once. It's very, very orangey. Kind of what I wanted with the other Super Shock or the Cheek Dew from Colourpop. Kind of an orangey tone. This one is more on the slick side, so it definitely blurs out really, really well. But it's not overly oily. So you get kind of that peachy tone all over the face, which is really nice. And I like that color compared to the darker Cheek Dew that I wanted from Colourpop, which just did not turn out orange at all. So those are my cream products. I'm going to put them all back now. I think doing this with you guys was very helpful for me to see which ones do I actually use, which colors do I prefer. So I feel like I know what I'm going to declutter when I get to that ready to do the decluttering, you know? I feel like there's a lot that I just don't use all the time, but there's things that I want as like options, you know, like options. I don't know. It's also not the most organized section of my makeup collection. It's just kind of like sticking stuff in here. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't down below. I'd appreciate it. And thank you guys. This was like helpful for me. I hope you guys enjoyed it.